Oh, look, they're here.
Even a few minutes early. I like that in a prospective employee. Now, we're here to discuss which clan you'll be joining, correct?
You smell nervous. Calm down, silly. We won't hurt you or anything.
She's right. Please, have a seat and relax. I'm Ash, head of the Silver Snake clan.
I'm Leica, head of the Wolffang clan.
Before we continue, are you aware of what our clans offer? Yes, we do tend to be a bit of a last resort. We of the Silver Snakes consider ourselves to be the perfect clan for any job. No matter what job lands at our door, we always have someone who can complete it. We're often called the Jack-of-all-trades clan.
And the master of none.
What was that?
Nothing.
That's what I thought. But no need to worry about field work. I actually have the...
Listen, the Wolf clan is the way to go. We investigate newly formed dungeons, and we get paid to do it. It'll be way more interesting than whatever this jackknife has in store for you.
Nothing is more dangerous than walking into an unmapped dungeon. If you want a safe and secure position, I'm prepared to make you my personal secretary. You'll never have to do any dangerous field work at all.
He'll drive you crazy, though.
Anyway, what do you say? Which clan will you join? Neither.
I like them. They're funny.
They sure are. Here, I'll keep this simple. You wanted to join the guild to pay off your debt. You took the proficiency exam. We are the only ones willing to take someone at your, frankly, lackluster skill level. Therefore, it is in your best interest to listen to us. And aren't you lucky? Instead of being shackled with debt or worse, we're offering you a lucrative escape.
And if you join me, it'll only be for a year. I'm sure you can survive that. Probably. I mean, you'll definitely be fine. After all, you were brave enough to show up for this meeting with us. Lots of people try to skip town after they see a score that bad. And I bring them back every time. It's fun.
Please, if you had, they would be in no condition to work for either of us.
Hey, I told you I'd be more careful from now on. I really learned from the last 3.
I'm sure they'll be ecstatic to hear that from their hospital beds.
Whatever, pencil pusher. The point is, you showed up. You got guts, kid.
You know they're older than you, right?
Silly stuff like that doesn't matter. They're new to the guild, so they're a kid.
I suppose you have the tiniest sliver of a point. It's up to us to help them grow into a fine guild member. So, have you decided which clan you'll be joining?
Hey, are you listening? Why are you staring at me like that? You look worried. Did I forget to wipe off my face again?
They're worried because... Actually, yes, you do have a little something in the corner of your mouth. Be more careful when you eat, you slob.
I was hunting all morning and didn't have time for breakfast. Oh, I bet this is actually from the Cyclops. I punched it in the eye and it just went pop.
And there it is. The reason our guest is shaking in their boots. They finally realize they're sitting across from the dumbest psychopath.
Don't say that about yourself, Ash. You're the smartest psychopath I know.
I was actually talking about you. You just threatened to beat them into a pulp if they ran.
What's the problem with that? Probably better to be beaten to a pulp than locked in one of your freaky dungeons.
That is slanderous nonsense. I do not have freaky dungeons.
But you do take the shadiest, backstabbiest jobs. Ash, tell them about your last job.
Gladly. Our last mission was simple. We were escorting a merchant to a neighboring town.
But you also took a contract from their competitor and killed the merchant off mid-route?
How the hell? I mean, where did you hear such lies?
I hope you get it now. This little snake is as slippery as they come. If you work for him, even if you never actually do field work, you'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder.
It's not. It won't be that bad.
You don't have to worry about any of that with me and the wolves. I'll be straight with you. You might die. Depending on how the dungeon works, you might die a lot.
That's your selling point.
Just being honest, it's dangerous work. Let me tell you about our last job. We were exploring this newly formed dungeon, totally unmapped. We were low on supplies because our porter got crushed by a trap. Fighting for our lives against monsters at every turn. Finally making it to the bottom. Opening the treasure chest we thought would be the reward. Just to find out it was a mimic right before it almost wiped the whole party. That's the kind of thrill you can expect when you sign up with the Wolffang clan.
You're doing it again.
What?
Confusing thrill with terror.
But it was so much fun. And we revived the people we could. Held memorials for the ones we couldn't.
You're practically doing my job for me. As you can see, if you work with this musclehead, you'll just end up dead. But if you join my clan, you'll be set for life. You'll be my personal secretary. Of course, you will need to be on call for any request I have. So it would be best if you either moved into my mansion or to the guild hall. But I should know that none of your expenses will be covered if you stay at the guild hall, and those would naturally come out of your pay, and any extra fees would be added to your total debt, none of which applies if you choose to stay with me.
See what I mean? He'll drive you crazy with all his big words and underhanded deals. You'll be safe, but he'll try everything in his power to keep you in debt so you can't leave.
How dare you? No, I would never stoop to such underhanded methods.
Except with that merchant job. And your last secretary, how are they doing? Still 6 feet under?
They are not dead. They moved to the far edge of the continent to pursue their dream of being a deep-sea fisherman.
Oh, is that what we're calling a new set of concrete shoes?
Shut it, you brute. Like you've never killed one of your underlings. You had poor Zero's head hung from the guild door.
He had it coming. He crossed a line he knew he shouldn't have, so I made an example out of him.
Where do you think you're going? I am not letting you slip away. You're exactly what I look for in a secretary.
You can't just leave. We've got dungeons to explore. Come on, I don't want to lose someone with your guts to some freaky, creepy pencil pusher. The Wolffang clan will do our best to keep you safe. You've got my word.
Don't listen to her. She's just a buffed-up psychopath who faces extreme danger every day. I will keep you actually safe. That is my promise to you, my new secretary.
They aren't your secretary yet.
But they will be.
Only if they decide. So
which clan do you choose?